Hey everyone, guess what day it is? It's Mortgage Tip Tuesday with It's Your Girl, hashtag JLoan. You know what it is, right? Another Tuesday, another tip. Today, I want to talk to you about the idea of qualifying for a mortgage or looking for a mortgage in the $200,000 to $300,000 range with minimum amount of money down and expecting $1,000 to $1,200 monthly payment. And I want to share my screen because I want to show you how what you see online isn't the reality of everything that goes into a mortgage payment. There's principal, there's interest, there's property insurance, there is property taxes. If you're not putting 20% down on a conventional loan, you'll have mortgage insurance. And if that property happens to have HOAs, you also have to have that in the monthly payment. So I'm going to show you two examples of two random properties that I chose in the price range of one is around 100,000 and then one is around 225,000, so that you can actually have the reality and the preparation of what you're going to expect when you're looking to purchase a home, or if you're looking in a certain range. I'll also show you what not to look at because it doesn't give you the full story. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick. It's going to put me in the upper right-hand corner here, or left, depending on what you see on your side of the screen. So I have test client here, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the first property, which is $224,900. But if you notice right here, it says estimated payment $782. That estimated payment has to be just talking about principal and interest on this property. So if I go back to my test client here and I scroll down, I have the purchase price of $224,900. And if you're looking for a bond program, I'll show you where this information is public information. So we're not just giving you these rates. If you go straight to TSHAC's website and click on their rates, if you scroll down, these are their rates for today, March 16th. So as you can see, if you want the full amount of down payment assistance at 5% that they're giving you, that interest rate is 3.75%. So if I go back to my screen, I make sure I have 3.75%. And I'm going to show you what that looks like just in principal and interest. So if we scroll down, your principal and interest on this property is $1,022.68. So right away, you can realize that if you're using grant programs, that you're not going to get a $700 principal and interest. You're already at $1,022.68. Now, I would love to play around with some numbers here and just kind of see, well, what rate are they talking about to give them that? So I just want to change this to 3% in case you're not using a grant program, and if that rate happens to be available for your particular story, that still gets your payment down to $931.01. So I'm very interested to know where that payment comes from, but this is also that I tell you, don't believe what you see online. You have to speak with a mortgage professional. But as I stated, that's not the only thing that goes into a payment. Now we have to figure out what the property taxes are on that particular property. So once again, everything is public information. If we search this property in the appraisal district that it's in, which happens to be Tarrant County, if I go to Tarrant County and search that address, which I did right here, you can click new search, and I click, it will give me the property taxes. I always advise you to click the e-statement, because the e-statement will show you what exemption that property has on it. So if it has an over 65 or a VA exemption or agricultural, certain exemptions you don't get to keep because you may not be 65. So these property taxes are $4,314.96 a year. And if we divide that by 12, because we always do 1/12 of that, that brings your monthly portion of those taxes to $359.58. So I'm going to go back to my lovely screen here, and I've already pre-populated it in there. But then again, you have mortgage insurance because you're only putting 3.5% down. So when you put all of that in there, the only variable that you really get to choose is this homeowner's insurance, because you choose your provider. You choose whether that's Progressive or Farmers or Allstate or a broker, Goosehead. You choose that. So I'm estimating this amount right here. It could be higher depending on what you choose, and it could be lower, but it's not going to be drastically lower. But if you look at this $224,900 home, your estimated monthly payment today, based on T-Shack's 5% down help, 5% help at 3.75%, is going to give you a payment of $1,684.70. So if you're calling, and the question that I asked on my first phone call is, what is your comfortable mortgage payment? If you're telling me $1,000, but you're looking in the $225,000 range, you are not in the right range. So either you need to lower your range, or you need to save more money so that you can purchase the home that you really want to buy. So I promised you that I would do 2 properties because I wanted to give you a range. So the next property that I chose is right here. And these are in Arlington. I just did a search up to $120,000, but I'm going to be honest with you, in this market right now, this is all that's available. If you notice, most of them are 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Look at this, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. All of these for this price range, there's some type of condo, so you have fees to go with that, and then you get into land. So the only home I could really price for you, we're going to use this home right here, which is $119,000 at 5617 Mansfield Road. So let's search up the taxes on this one first, so we can kind of see what the taxes are, and then we'll do everything at the same time. So we're going to go search by property address, and we're going to do 5617 Mansfield. Again, this is all public information. It's right at your fingertips. Not saying you have to do it by yourself, but you can. So when we click on this one, remember, look at the e-statement. And then once we look at the e-statement, there are no exemptions, so that's okay. That's good. And the taxes on this property are $31,847, and of course we're going to divide that by 12 months. So I'm going to go back to my lovely example here, and we just have to change the purchase price in a couple places. So this is $119,000 here, and then we're going to change this to $119,000. Of course, your down payment on an FHA loan is always 3.5%. We're going to keep the interest rate because nothing is changing there. But now we're going to go to our lovely screen and input our property taxes of $265.71. But don't forget, we have mortgage insurance, so we got to click on that. And once we click on that mortgage insurance, you will notice here that even this $119,000 home, your estimated total payment, if it has no HOAs or anything, is around $1,037.49. So if you are looking for a $1,000 payment, this would kind of be the range that you would want to stay in. But keep in mind that the area, the ISD, the city, the county, all of those are involved in your property taxes. And so you may pick a $119,000 home in Arlington that gives you this property taxes. But if you choose a $119,000 home in maybe in Carrollton or Fort Worth, you may not get that same property tax amount. So your payment could fluctuate because your taxes and your insurance are the one thing that can fluctuate throughout the life of your loan. So I say this to say, I like to set realistic expectations for my borrowers going into home ownership. So if you call me with that payment amount of wanting minimum amount down, wanting down payment assistance, we are going to have this conversation of what that's going to get you right now. And if not, then I will encourage to save money and hopefully in due time be able to get you in the home that you're comfortable paying, maybe after some debts paid down or anything of that sort. So I hope this was helpful. Again, everything's at your fingertips. I'm at your fingertips. So if you need me for anything, you can always find me. You can go to www.thejloan or thejloan, so THEJLOAN.com, or you can always find me on social media or call me directly, 817-601-5456. It's your girl, #JLoan, with another tip on another Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you next week for our next Mortgage Tip Tuesday. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.